What is up? This is a special message for my Vienna friends, and I apologise, it's very, very bright on my face. There's this big shiny thing in the sky. Nobody knows what it is, but it's causing a lot of chaos. Anyway, just played a blitz game, lost, and it's like anytime you lose, it's an opportunity to refine your knowledge, figure out where you went wrong. And this is in an awesome line. I got a big time advantage. We'll get to the point where I basically tripped over my own feet, okay? And the great thing is that this is in one of possibly, well, I don't know, there's a few really exciting lines in the Vienna, but this is possibly the sharpest, most double-edged line that you can get into, and it is the full Copycat Queen Trap. Okay? So, I'll take you through. So it's e4, e5, knight c3, the Vienna game, and knight c6, the Max Lang. Okay, we come out with the bishop, and now what I'm doing these days, the knight coming out is very, very common, in which case I'm doing this drop the bishop back idea, sometimes bring the queen out to f3, knight here, stuff like that, okay? That's fine, but we get the full copycat, right? So we have a completely symmetrical position, both knights, both bishops, everything's lined up, and a full house on the c-file, okay? And what we do here is we play the move queen g4. Okay, so if you're not familiar with this, strap in, because it's a beauty, right? So we're eyeing up on g6, and then black thinks, well, how can I defend g6, right? g7, I could push it to g6, or why don't I bring my queen out to f6 and look at my sexy old bishop down here, right? Black's thinking, I've got the f-file now, I'm threatening this. And you then go, aha, I attack your queen. And also happen to be attacking c7 with the king-rook fork as well. And then black invariably, every time goes, haha, I checkmate you. And you go, well, not if I slide my king over here, right? And black is thinking, well, that's checkmate. But then he goes, oh, right, there's a bishop. Okay, so, and then at this point, this is where black thinks, for 58 seconds, okay, to think, oh, what the flipping hell am I going to do now? I've still got this problem with the g7 pawn. So he takes a minute, and you can see his time jumps down from 4:49 to 3:51, okay? And now I'm thinking, okay, as long as I just keep my cool, I've got a full minute advantage, right? And now I play the correct move. What is that? By the way, any time you put your queen on this square, you need to have eagle eyes. You need to have an alarm attached to this pawn, okay? Anytime this pawn comes forward, your queen is in the line of fire of that bishop. I have lost my queen multiple times this way. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Okay, so sometimes I'll literally highlight that pawn. Anyway, so he pushes g6, and now the very, very clever move, knight to h3. And black now realizes that the queen can't go there because of the knight. Can't go there because of the pawn. Can't go there because of our knight, right? Can't go there because of this pawn. Can't stay where she is because of this knight. And can't go anywhere on the back rank. And can't go there because of the pawn. And can't go there because queen takes or bishop takes, right? And can't go there because of this pawn. And can't go there because of our queen. Yes, that's right. Black's queen only has one square. Black's queen has to go to d4, at which point you shut the door, close the cage with pawn to d3. Now, you've got to be a bit careful at this point in time. So, opponent now plays pawn to d6, and I go, ha! I see what you're doing. You're trying to capture my queen, okay? And I played queen to g5. Now, this is the key thing. This square is guarded by the bishop and obviously all of this. So the queen currently can't escape. This is the key square, right? And so what black did now is this, and took out, no he didn't. I play queen to g3. Now he plays h6, and now I drop down, and now he takes. Okay. So, and what I realise now is that the queen and the bishop are both looking at f2. So here I captured, no, here I thought I've trapped your queen, right? No, his queen gets out, supported by the bishop. Okay, and we trade, and then I win the bishop. And then kind of, I'm okay at this point. I'm actually a pawn down, but I go on to lose in the ending. But that's not the point. The point is, when we get to this point, so let me just delete that variation. Okay, when we get to this point, and say I drop down here. In fact, I should have probably, at this point, just dropped straight back. Okay, and if they take this is the point. You drop back, right? If they take, you just take back with a queen, and your queen's got, you know, ideas down here. And yes, so now this is a real threat. Okay, any point their queen escapes from the trap, you still have this. This is the point, right? And the king can't go onto the light square. King will probably go here. You get that, and you're actually in a very, very good position. I think I've pulled this up on the analysis board. Here we go. Right, so my problem was trading queens and then taking the bishop. Okay, actually, so let's just work it through. Okay, so at this point, d6 is inaccurate. So yes, he's hitting my queen. Okay, and I move forward, which was not right. I should have gone queen to h4, and this means that I've still got double eyes on here, right? Now, what the machine's saying is he's still going to take out my knight, but then I take with the queen, and now his queen can safely get to f2, which is the correct move, right? At which point I can come in and claim a rook, claim my free prize, okay? And here, I'm +7 or +8, right? Winning, winning, winning. So that is the point to remember, okay? So if you're going to play this opening, which is a whole heap of fun, let me just pull up the Explorer on chess.com, see how many times I've actually gotten that position, because it ain't bad. It really ain't. I'm uploading another video, so you will have to bear with me. I'm going to go to my games as white, and let's play through the moves, okay? So Vienna game, copycat, 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 boom, okay? So we have now queen g4, 69 times I've had this position. And yes, I've won 54% of the time from here. Now they nearly always play queen f6, right? Actually g6 they do a little bit better. g6 I don't do as well. In fact, black does better from the position, but queen here, and there's probably a lot of blitz games, so I've got this set to all games. And then you go to knight d5. I'm winning 2/3 of the time from here. They will always take. Yeah, queen takes f2 35 times, others 4. That's it. They'll always do that. This is forced anyway, etc., etc. Okay, so doing very well from here. Now, king f8 is actually, I think it's the engine move here. This is what they should do. If they do g6, then it should be knight h3. How many times have I played knight h3? Very slow. Okay, but knight h3, and yeah, well, I've won 4 out of 6 games with 1 draw. So not too bad at all. And of course, you can always go in and grab that anyway. But it's a brilliant line, and it really is one that I'd like to explore a little bit more, considering that, what do we say, 60 odd times? So from this position, bishop out here, okay, bishop c5, 90 games, right? And how many Viennas have I had? Knight to c6, sorry. How many Viennas with knight to c3? 1200, okay? I've had 90 at 1200. That's like 1 in 13, 1 in 14. That is not bad at all. It is not uncommon in the slightest. A lot of people, when they're out of their depth, will just mirror your moves. So definitely one worth looking into. You can reference my Vienna study. I'll put that in the description for you. Knock yourself out. But I'm going to go back and do a little bit more research on that. Just wanted to share that little one with you because I thought it was interesting. So, little note to self, hope it's useful for you. Thanks for watching, see you later.